What is up, people? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to more esports talk. What we're talking about today is a rough week for EA. If you guys did not see our video last night, I highly encourage you to watch it. If you could not, at least give your thoughts on that story because it's absolutely insane. EA Games going after one individual, I would say, you know, to some people, a pro player, a former pro player, as he's been banned from FUT competitive and FIFA events, alongside being targeted on YouTube and Twitch, and also now being disabled completely from EA Games and FIFA going forward. That's going to be Kurt. We talked about him, and it's just a crazy story. I've given you guys both my sides. Yes, a very controversial character in the FIFA scene, also very controversial in esports and gaming with who he calls out, but an open and very honest guy who trash talked the game extensively and is now being targeted directly by EA Games. I talked about that last night. Also this past weekend, though, it's one of the best FIFA players in the entire world doing similar things. Kurt takes it a step further, you know, targets a lot of other things that maybe should not be said, but one of the best players in the world, that being Fnatic Tekkz, actually this past weekend during a FUT Champions Cup, during an event which we do not see in esports, took his time very shortly in an interview to trash talk the game. We don't see this.
The game is so like unrewarding that anyone can win. Like guys who aren't good can win on FIFA 20, and no one enjoys playing it. But you know, we're here, and I'm in the semi-final now. So yeah, that's that.
And if you guys watch this channel, yes, we maybe see this in different assets, or I would say different facets, right? Not live during an interview to thousands of people out there, and especially during an EA and FIFA event. We don't see this kind of thing. Yes, all over Twitter, we have people trash Epic Games in Fortnite, and I would say, again, rightfully so, pro players and players in general, and when it comes to the competitive scene, generally know what should and should not be in the game to a certain extent. I think that's fair to say. We see Call of Duty pro players certainly in the right most of the time when they complain on Twitter. We never see a pro player, especially a top-tier pro player, by many regards out there, one of the best in the game currently of FIFA 20, and he takes his 10 seconds of glory to say the game just is not playable. There is no skill gap, and really calls out EA. And exactly, it's kind of ironic because this is to a certain extent, I know Kurt has said a lot more than what Tekkz has said, but to a certain extent, his overall argument and why EA has partially gone after Kurt is because he trash talks their game, although their angle is because he apparently showed harassment and threatening behavior towards their employees. They have yet to give evidence or instances of his doing so, and they have gone after, like I said before, every single piece of him that they possibly can. I feel like every time I talk about Kurt, I need to play both sides because I understand some of the things he might have said maybe should not be said, but they didn't give any examples when they went after him on, you know, competitive nature. I think maybe he did deserve that because he was warned several times to strike down several YouTube videos, to Twitch streams, to disable his FIFA account would probably be the most egregious thing, and to give no examples of how he actually targeted your employees or breached your terms of service is a huge issue, and even more issues going on in your competitive game when one of your top tier pros fears nothing, goes live on broadcast and says your game is not playable. Maybe Kurt made some good points. We don't see this many other esports out there, and that's why I'm covering it here on this channel. I do respect a lot of pro players out there when they do speak out like this, because usually when a pro player takes to the most extreme, and I would say about as extreme as you can get is live during an event, during an interview, to trash talk the game, usually when it comes to that point, the changes have to be made, and they're that bad. As always, my name is Jake here, guys, breaking down esports gaming news every single day, every chance I can get. If there's a story you guys want me to cover, I appreciate you. My DMs are always open. What do you guys think about this? One of the best FIFA players in the world is now taking his 10 seconds to trash the game. I'll see you guys back here sometime soon. Crazy day.